don't really want no smoke no more when that gun come out. I leave. All I know is a come around the corner, two-handed, like.
What's the word with the politicers? Rapper No Savage was at the mall, and he went full savage mode on them. I remember when this happened a few years ago. I wasn't familiar with his music, but I definitely remember this situation. He home now. Let's talk about it. No Savage from Virginia. He was one of the hottest in his city. He had just got a check from his label. He like, I'm finna go tear the mall down. He called his homegirl. He looked at her like one of his little sisters from their hood. He like, come on, let's go hit the mall. We finna go to Zara, get you something. They popped out and ran into some of his ops. Well, some people he had words with, so this wasn't no random situation. He was outnumbered, like 4-1. He said they got to talking greasy immediately. He never minded him or whatever, but he got it on him. He strapped up for show. He said them dudes got to pulling out their phones talking even crazier. It got a little physical, but like some get that from you type. No Savage was like, y'all boys tripping. Y'all ain't here playing with the gun line, boss. Active Baller was one of the 4 guys he was getting into it with. I'm not familiar with his music either, but they all local acts. No Savage was clutching. He was going hard on him, but it's all a reason now. He said they was talking about they got switches on him, so he like, hell no, I gotta get ups on them first. I can't let them get them out. We all know what them switches do. Boy, oh boy, you're going that way. But anyway, they kept on going, and things escalated. Next thing you know, shots rang out. No Savage face was all over the news and all over social media. He like, damn, I just went live at a mall. I ain't mean for it to go that far. After going through the storm in the court system and fighting over 40 years, he'd finally here to speak about it himself. Let's see what the man got to say.
So you just in there minding your business. This is a normal day. You just got paid. You happy. You in that mood. And then some guys approach you on camera. I mean, we're only speaking on what's on camera. I don't want you, but so some guys approach you and your sister, or?
So man, it was like, hating for real. People, walk up. All I see is dudes walk up to me, you know what I'm saying? And like we say, we only talking about what's on camera and shit. So we walk up, they walk up and shit, and she like, little sis like, she like, man, I don't got time. But at that point, I still don't know what the hell going on. So I don't even know what she talking about. She don't have time for. So I'm like, what the fuck you mean? We got that relationship. So I'm like, what you mean you ain't got time? That's how we talk. That's my sister. So I'm like, what the fuck you mean? She like, I ain't got time, bro. And I seen her walk, like, branch away from me a teeny bit. Like, she ain't go far. She just walked away. What she supposed to do? That's a group of niggas. I'm a nigga. I'm a man. She posted, you know what I'm saying? She posted got out the way of that. I don't like when females be in the mess. She already know that. So that's they walked up to me talking a bunch of gibberish. I can't even hear. I don't even hear what they saying because I'm not paying no attention to that. I'm like, what the fuck going on still? You know what I'm saying?
Are these some guys that you've seen before? Is it some curious, some familiar faces, or are you kind of not sure where it's coming from, or?
I mean, we are. Like, to the world, it's kind of a little bit too far in and a little deep to try to, say I don't know this, I don't know that, because everybody kind of know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that I will say. So it's kind of if you know thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that know, to all the people who know what's going on, it's some, hate, it's hatred, it's a lot of disliking. People not cool. I wouldn't call it beef because I don't put my time into guys that much to say we beefing. You know what I'm saying? I only beef about my dollar. If my money up, I want to smoke with you. You know what I'm saying? You take out my pocket, I want to smoke with you. You know what I'm saying? Further than that, you know what I'm saying? Anything other than that shit, like, there's no beef. But we understand that the part of disliking niggas can't mix with each other because, it's been too much tension for all these years and this XYZ that happened already. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that.
Yeah. So on camera, it looks like these guys were like trolling you, kinda.
Yeah.
It looked like they were taunting
For sure.
you.
For sure.
But you wasn't trying to hear that shit.
Nah. Nah.
You was on 10 already. Like you, it was like you don't, you know, it was one of them things where like y'all really trying to me today.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But really, honestly, like whether if people probably won't even believe it. Like when the shit first happened and everything first kicked off, I'm like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the trolling even came from, because like I want to sit around and try to act like I'm like this big demon or label this big killer, or I leave that type of shit to the police to label a nigga. Like everybody else to the streets, I don't do that. I don't want nobody to think I'm this big gangster. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want that image on my name. But it's kind of like a thing where you know better. You know what I'm saying? You know who to talk to a certain way like this, or who to play with, or at least if you don't, you know you can find out quick on this side of the board. You understand? So it was more so a thing like that. Like, why you playing with me like I'm one of them? Why you even disrespecting me like I'm one of them? You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of made it extra.
In this day, you're outnumbered. It looked like it was
I'm outnumbered.
3 or 4 of them?
Yeah, I'm 4, 5, maybe 5, 4, 5. I don't, 4 for sure. It probably was about 4 or 5, but 4 for sure. Yeah.
And I mean, it's all over the news now, but I mean, so you let a shot off. Everybody is scrambling, everybody's running. What do you do next?
My biggest, and I want to say, my biggest apologies to, you know, the people, even 4 years, 4 or 5, whatever years later, it don't matter. I want to apologize to them still, for the people that maybe they might see this one day. I want to say apology. I really want to get them that. And basically, it wasn't meant to go like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to, but, you know, it's years later. We not going to play the, I regret this and that shit. That I don't do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But next thing I did, so when everything happened and shit and scrambled off, you know, the trolling part, all X, Y, and Z, all that bullshit, it get a little physical. You know what I'm saying? It got physical, even laid up before the shot. Shit got physical because it was a little bit too much getting in my face. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm in defense mode. I get in defense instantly, which anybody would have did. They talking too much, you know, well, I'm hearing it. I don't know who it's coming from. I don't know where specifically it's coming from, but I'm hearing shit get shouted in the ear like, don't do this, don't do that, don't reach, switches this. So, you know, like I said this already. I had a live on TikTok and people screen recorded it. And that shit kind of went viral. People doing the TikToks. I'm like, anybody know what a switch is? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody trying to get hit. I know I'm not trying to get hit by a switch.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not faking. That response, that reply scared me. I'm telling you the truth. That response, oh, we got switches on us, because I ain't got no switch. I know what switches do. I know how switches sound, and I know what the they do. Ain't no ducking, no switch up close, buddy. So I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got scared. Mari. I start clutching that pistol. I don't give a fuck about nothing. You hear me? I ain't care about none of that. Nothing. I don't even give a fuck about nothing. I'm gonna tell you that right now, and I'm not capping nothing. Once I thought I was about to get hit with a switch, I ain't give a fuck about nothing. I promise you. You can throw all that out the window, you know what I mean? Okay, one thing about me, I promise you. You do that, I'ma get right with your ass. Soon as you think that, you ain't doing that with me. No.
I'm saying, so I'm in a different type of defense now, because you talking about switches. You know what I'm saying? You talking about hurting me and harming me. So now you forcing me to jump to go now. Now I'm on go mode, but I'm not trying to look sweet. I'm not trying to throw a show. I'm trying to be on go mode as simple as possible, though. I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. So I tell them, you know, let's come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't keep throwing shows. You making a scene. Y'all deeper than me. So you gonna make me go to jail. They knew that ahead of time. You know what I'm saying?
We posted it on Say Cheese when it went viral, and you know what stuck out to us was it looked like you could have at least tried to fight for self-defense?
Of course, I tried. More so it was a more thing like even police that was they got deputies out there in Fairfax County. It was certain deputies. I'm not gonna say their names. Multiple. They'll see me in the hall and be like, "You the kid that did that in Tyson?" They like, "Hey man, I'm with you. Like, I'm not against you, man. Hey, I want you to know. They told me you think everybody against you, man. Listen, you did the right thing. You only locked. They tell me like you only locked up because of your image, not even a bad image because you a rapper. So they trying to give you the book because you a rapper. If you was anybody else, none of that would have ever happened. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was more so of a thing. I shot for self-defense, but they gunned it down, making up shit like, yeah, he in the mall, he ran past this exit. The judge like, he doesn't, how he supposed to know an exit? The mall probably got 1,000 exits in it. How do he know where exit? That's, you know what I'm saying? So I got off on that part, but they like, yeah, with self-defense, I think I turned around, you know what I'm saying? You can't turn your back, you know what I'm saying? Like with a self-defense, you gotta kind of seem like you petrified. Like, you know what I'm saying? People that know.
Death situation.
Yeah, even people got gun license say, I don't have one, but I heard they say you gotta damn near get your head knocked off before you can just straight kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? From what I hear. I don't know if it's certain levels. They like, you can't just pull your gun out and shoot somebody for swinging. You know what I'm saying? Like, you swing your hand, you gotta fight them. You can't just shoot them all in their face because they swung at you. That's not how it worked. You know what I'm saying? So with the self-defense, it was kind of hard because I turned my back. They looked at it with me like, what they say. Y'all beefing in real life. So, you meant to do that. You wanted to hurt them. You turned around multiple times. Why you didn't leave? But I got the 3 years because even with me turning around, I ran away. You know what I'm saying? Before anything was fired, I ran away. I was leaving the scene. It only ended up being shots fired because I turned back around and I seen, it's coming towards me while I'm going away. Being I had already pulled a gun. Who gonna chase a gun? Who gonna do that unless they try? You know what I'm saying?
How many years are you facing?
They was telling me like from 30 to 40.
Oh man.
Anything up in them areas from 30. When I took my plea, it was 3 to 33 years. Open.
What's going through your mind? Like I said, you're the hottest DC rapper at the time. And you're at the mall with good intentions. You're spoiling. You're about to go on a shopping spree. Niggas come you feel like your life is over. What's going through your mind, bro?
Bro, honestly, I'm a realist. I don't got a cap and bone in my body. I'm not one of them guys get up here like, I wasn't tripping. I was going to do this. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, my mind, like, I'd have been locked up 100 times, but I always seem like I get away with it, or I get the easy, you know what I'm saying? And I remember my mom always tell me, like, one day they not gonna let your ass go. You know what I'm saying? You keep thinking you can get caught with guns and you can do this. So my mind wrapped around this shit sweet. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally get a charge like that, I already know I'm in Tyson corner. I shot a gun. The first thing I did was took accountability. That's the first thing I did. Number 2, now my mind crazy. I'm like, what the bro, I shot a gun in Tyson corner. And then, but the part nobody know, when the shit happened, when everything happened, I get paranoid and think what's about to happen, and I shoot. I'm thinking, I see dude fall. My first thing, man. So when I leave, I'm in that car like, I done goddamn killed somebody. I ain't mean to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
3 years. That's what I'm giving him. He mad now though. He mad she disrespected him like that, trying to give me that much time. And it was just to say God love, bro. Like I'm petrified. Like at that point, I'm terrified. I'm like, man, 15 years, that's about to hurt, but shit, there's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see yourself all over the internet and on the news before you?
Yeah.
What's that feeling like? I mean, being on all the blog sites, YouTube, the news.
Bro, I'm seeing bloggers like DMV Hoods and News. He like a police, bro. Like him and DC artists, they down to me the most. Like, the shit y'all post. Y'all wasn't posting the shit they was posting. Bro, they posting shit like, you going to jail. I can't wait till they catch your ass.
No Savage kept it 100 if you ask me. Don't seem like he was up there capping and flogging for the cameras. He like, it is what it is. I ain't glorifying it, and I also send my apologies to the people in the mall. But I don't regret nothing. I always gotta make it home to my people at the end of the night. I got kids. That could have been anybody's kids in the line of that fire that day. Now they traumatized by that one scenario alone, thinking when they at the mall it's gonna be a shootout every time. He took accountability for his actions for sure. He a stand-up dude in my eyes. I'm gonna for sure check out some of his music, see what he talking about, man. He seemed grounded and humble. I don't know if he was like this before jail or not, but he's straight. Sean Cotton, one of my favorite bloggers out the South. He stay working, man. His overall business acumen is dope. He know how to keep his guests comfortable. He don't be asking all them police-ass questions and shit. If it's public information, he gonna speak on it. And if you don't want to, he ain't gonna force the issue. Active Baller caught a lot of flack from the city. They said, man, you up there doing police work. You pulling out your phone in the middle of a confrontation? What you on, dog? He addressed that immediately. Like I ain't never pulled no phone out in my life. Y'all got me effed up. It was one of his homies, though, clearly. He had to get that Allstate insurance real quick, man. That's crazy. The city let No Savage hear it, too. Talking about, boy, you crashed out. You crashed out. The bloggers was trying to put him in jail. They said, you going down. You going to jail. G-E-L. Jail. He said, I start reporting their ass. They start putting them right back up. I'll be damned, dog. Now that all the pieces to the puzzle, what y'all think, man? I'm glad to see No Savage back with his head on the right track, man. Let me know what y'all think. Political street views? No fake news.